Okay, seriously, I'm gonna have to start eating a gigantic bag of shit, considering I had the Western Conference Final going drastically different as it did in reality. Congratulations, Winnipeg, on finally winning a playoff series since your reboot. And congratulations on making the Western Conference Final for the first time in Winnipeg history. I am also going to have to eat a gigantic bag of shit, considering that this video will not be about the Winnipeg Jets, but about the Las Vegas Golden Knights. Quite frankly, I underestimated them. Everyone did. And even when they started winning, when they shouldn't have, I'm talking about when they had an ECHL goaltender in there because they just kept getting riddled with injuries and still kept on winning. However, no one expected this out of them. They have all but broken the fucking league at how good they were. How in God's name does an inaugural team make the Stanley Cup Final under the conditions that it takes to make the Stanley Cup Final? They had 1 year to build an NHL franchise, and they turned it into a Stanley Cup team. That is unbe-fucking-believable. Congratulations to the owner, general manager, management positions, and head coach of the Las Vegas Golden Knights for making North American sports history. Now, I know people are going to say, well, the Blues did it in 1968, but do keep in mind that the league only had 12 teams. The first round was a best-of-3 series, the second round was a best-of-7 series, and the Stanley Cup Finals was a best-of-7 series. At the absolute fucking most, you had to play 17 playoff games. In today's Stanley Cup playoffs climate, you have to play a minimum of 16 games in order to win the Stanley Cup. You can play up to a maximum of 28 games. Do you see how the 1968 Blues and the 2018 Knights are a little bit different from one another? Also, this may sound a little bit irrelevant, but back then, 1968, there were two conferences, the original Six Conference and the Expansion Conference. So no matter what happened, one of those inaugural teams were making the Stanley Cup anyway. That's just my 2 cents on the issue. Anyways, congratulations Winnipeg on a franchise record, and congratulations Vegas on a North American sports record. I have nothing negative to say for either team. They have shocked the fucking hockey world.